Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here on the show, and I'm here to talk about some more NBA news. And went over a trade that just went down like 30 minutes ago, I believe, or like 30 minutes ago, with the Clippers and Cavaliers. And I'll go over a few more things from NBA Central because I accidentally skipped over them. I'll go over them. This video, but the first thing I want to talk about is the breaking news from Shams Charania. Shams is awake. Shams is back, I guess. I mean, he's broke like 4 or 5 trades today. So this trade, kind of what we talked about last night. The Clippers, they are trading James Harden to the Cleveland Cavaliers for Darius Garland and a second-round pick. Sources tell ESPN basically a swap of the point guards here. I get maybe people are like, oh, this don't make sense for Cleveland, and you hate to see Darius Garland go because he's younger than James Harden. Like, James Harden's gonna retire in a few years, but man, even James Harden at what, 36, I think he's better right now. But to be fair, Darius Garland's had a bunch of that random toe injury, it feels like, all season that he's been dealing with. So it's not like Darius Garland's been bad in his other years. It's just this year he just hasn't been able to stay healthy. And I think it's a crazy trade, man. I never thought James Harden would go to Cleveland, but the Cavs also, they got Keon Ellis too. A good 3-point shooter and a defender, and you get James Harden, who's, I look at his stats. 25 points and 8 assists is still good numbers. Is he efficient every night? No, not the most efficient every night, but he's still a capable player. They could be a legit contender in the East with these trades they've made. I don't know if they're done yet. They might not be. But for the Clippers, they get a young guard. If they can just avoid the injuries, he can maybe be still good for this Clippers team. But specifically like Mobley and Allen, they should have more efficiency. They have no excuse. Like, James Harden's averaging like 8 assists a game. It should be lobs galore. That's if Jared Allen doesn't get traded next. Like, I'm not gonna say that it should happen, but they have no excuse not to have better, like, really good numbers with James Harden in the pick and roll. James Harden's been capable this season. Like, it could still be a dumb trade though. It's not like he's the best defender. That's a Clippers subplot of the season if I've seen one. But it could be a good move for both sides because the Clippers, they get a young guard who's been an all-star. Just need him to stay healthy. Cleveland, you get like a 25-8 guy who's capable of going off. Is his defense the best? No. But I would say the reason they probably got rid of Darius Garland is just because it maybe health. Maybe it was something with his health. But the Harden and Clippers worked through this exit over the last few days, resulting in a beneficial outcome on both sides. You get a win-now opportunity for James Harden, playing at a high level at age 36, and a recent 2-time All-Star in Garland, who's 26, for the Clippers' present and the future. I mean, I don't know. We'll see with James Harden. He's got to still do in the playoffs, which I don't know if you really trust it, but James Harden and Donovan Mitchell, that new duo there in Cleveland. You're a Cavs fan, definitely sucks seeing Garland go, but he just kept getting hurt. He injured his toe again not that long ago. You're probably still ready to move on from Garland, but I still don't love it. At least the Cavs GM wants to try and win. I can't say that for every GM. I never ever thought James Harden would be on the Cavs. I have got a feeling the Cavs aren't done. He's definitely better than Garland, but he's going to retire in a few years, though. I just don't know if it makes that much sense. The only sense it makes is you're trying to win now, but I just don't know if you're going to win now with James Harden. I just don't know if I like it for the Cavs. I'm not going to say it's one of the most desperate NBA moves we've seen in a while. I don't hate it for the Cavs. I know they're trying to win now, and if Garland's not going to be available, then you might as well move him. But that's kind of my thoughts here. But to me, it just seems like the Clippers are trying to get younger, and the Cavs are trying to win. they probably weren't going to win with Garland. It's kind of interesting how they were so patient with their core four, but as sudden as Hardy requested a trade, they're ready to get rid of Garland immediately. Kind of interesting. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there on that trade. But let's get a few things I skipped over in NBA Central. There's so much stuff. I skipped over a few things. Well, the Utah Jazz. So they envision a starting front court of Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Walker Kessler per T. Jones on the NBA. Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson, Walker Kessler. Fairs. That's fairs. You gotta develop people. Keontae averages like 25 and Lauri averages like 20-something as well. I love the lineup, though. Watch him still be 13th in the West. But, though offensively, or lacks of playmaking a little, but talent-wise is nasty and big. Like, Ace would be a 6'8 shooting guard with 3 7-footers at the 3, 4, and 5 spots. Breakout style with Keontae, and then good bench guys with Collier and Sensabaugh. That ain't bad, man. They could cook here. But I ain't really high on Jaren Jackson Jr., though. I'll say that. I think he's overrated as hell, but we'll see, man. He better be worth it, because they traded 3 first-round picks for this guy. The Lakers, they are pushing to trade Gabe Vincent and Dalton Knecht, but teams are barely showing interest, per BA_Turner. So teams are barely showing interest. Gee, man, I wonder why. It's like 2 cheeks on of the same ass. Should have traded that Knecht 4 last year when he had some type of value. Ain't nobody want these garbage players, man. So Windhorst said today the Cavs contacted the Bucks about Giannis and the Mavs about Anthony Davis. So it seems Cleveland was active. He went and got Darius Garland. I don't think they're really one of these 2 players. So earlier today, it was reported the Cavs and Clippers were eager. The Cavs and Clippers were eager to get a deal done, which they did at about like 8. A Utah lawmaker is pushing a bill that could allow concealed firearms permit holders to bring guns to the Jazz games at Delta Center. Oh my God. You want to allow fans who bet money on these games to come in with weapons? I guarantee you, same people that bet and drink beer. My Lord. Imagine watching someone just go boom. Oh, this is so dumb. But Jaren Jackson's gonna get like 3 rebounds, and the fans are gonna want him dead. The Cavs are worried that Donovan Mitchell won't re-sign with them, per Windhorst. The Mavericks are willing to listen to trade offers for Klay Thompson. Draymond Green says he wants to experience playing with LeBron James. Oh my God. Donovan Mitchell's unlikely to sign an extension in Cleveland if they have another early playoff exit this year, per Tim Bontemps. The Cavs are exploring trades involving Jared Allen, per Sam Amick. Draymond is camped, and there's a very real chance he could get sent to Milwaukee. Gershon Yabusele could leave the Knicks to play in Israel, with Hapoel Tel Aviv pushing for a major move in the coming days. The Clippers are expected to pivot away from their current core by 2027. I think that's it, though, honestly. I think it's it for the rest of the NBA news here. Covered the rest of the stuff. A few things I missed from NBA Central. We went over the Garland Harden trade. But yeah, that's really all I say. Leave a like and subscribe for more. Till next time, out a lot. Peace.